Greetings, Zions Elementary School District 103 community. My name is Chris Rivera, Superintendent of Schools, and I wanted to provide you with an educational update for the 2021-2022 school year. Just recently, State Superintendent approved a resolution, and in the second bullet here, I put a very important portion of that resolution on the slide deck. And it states, beginning with the 2021-2022 school year, all schools must resume fully in-person learning for all student attendance days, provided that, pursuant to Illinois law or Illinois code, remote instruction be made available for students who are not eligible for a COVID vaccine and are under a quarantine order by a local public health department or the Illinois Department of Public Health. What does this mean? This means in the going based off of our past knowledge and practice, there will no longer be a long-term choice of neither full remote learning nor hybrid learning as was done last year, the 2020-2021 school year. The remote instruction will need to be flexible and fluid due to the moving target. What do I mean by a moving target? This population will typically be temporary and only for the duration of a quarantine, which is typically a maximum of 7 to 10 calendar days. Our plan to address this population, this moving target, is still currently being developed. We also need to review the symptoms that will take place for an individual on a quarantine. They are currently a fever of 100.4 degrees or higher, a new onset of moderate to severe headache, shortness of breath, new cough, sore throat, vomiting, diarrhea, new loss of the sense of taste or smell, fatigue from an unknown cause, muscle aches, or body aches from an unknown cause. So these have been modified recently, and what was removed from these symptoms were congestion and runny nose, which accounted for many of our quarantining students and staff from last year. What are obstacles that are still confronting us for next year? And I want to state that I did just attend a webinar this past Monday with the Illinois State Board of Education and the Illinois Department of Public Health hosting the webinar, and they are aware that there are some extreme obstacles for the schools in coming back as stated in the resolution. So the cafeteria and food services is probably the most prominent obstacle for next year. The current guidance still stipulates that social distancing in the cafeteria must be at 6 feet. Again, this was addressed by the Illinois Department of Public Health and the Illinois State Board of Education on Monday as concerns, but the guidance is still 6 feet as of now. Transportation may be an issue. There is a shortage of drivers currently, and there is also a limit of 50 students on a bus at a time. So we're working on a contingency plan to try to solve this problem if we can. If not, there just may not be the typical transportation service provided as has been in the past. We may need to cut it down unless we come up with an idea to provide it in a different manner. Furniture needs will be an issue. Furniture needs to be in compliance with the safety guidelines. Therefore, some of our cafeterias have round tables. Some of our classrooms have round tables, and that will pose some issues for us. So we're looking at rental or maybe even the guidance changing or using the safety shield guards between students. And so the last portion that is potentially going to be an obstacle or something to consider at least is that likely during the upcoming school year, the vaccination of students under 12 years of age may begin to take place. This means things will continue to change. On the flip side, if any new variants of COVID-19 begin to be more contagious and not controlled for some reason, that could also change the way we have to function for next year. So, um, some other things to what else to expect for next year. Athletics, we're looking to begin athletics for next year. We will be following the guidelines. Different sports will require different mitigation measures, and we will communicate those out by sport in the near future. Um, Before and after care, we'll provide before and after care. The before and after care program once again. The program is being redesigned, and we will communicate pertinent information once it's developed. Also, and this is a very positive aspect that was just board approved last night. We have a memorandum of understanding with the Binax Now antigen testing program. And what that is a 15-minute quick result COVID 19 test that is done um, with a swab of the nasal cavity, and you get results in 15 minutes. This will help us control any spreading of the virus, and is a free program that we are able to put in place for next year to help the safety of staff and students. And this will not be, I got to reiterate, this will not be mandatory, but will be a voluntary program. We will have a waiver form if you want to participate, to sign off on, and that is for, again, voluntarily for staff and students. That is the update for now. There are many things still moving, and as soon as we get updates on or any changes of the parameters that we have for next year, I will provide those to you. At this time, we do have a draft of our plan for next year in place, but with these other factors still being up in the air and likely going to be addressed one way or another in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to hold off on publicizing that as it is likely going to change. So once we get that up and moving, we will communicate that out to you right away. Thank you for your time, and feel free to contact me at 708-783-4105 or to email me at riverak@lions103.org. Thank you and have a great day.